Hey guys, how you doing? This is Juan with Liberty Graphic Designs, and I'm gonna try to make a short video on how to decorate baseball jerseys. So if you want to learn, or if you want to see how to decorate baseball jerseys, stay tuned and I'll be right back as soon as the intro is over. So baseball jerseys, you know how to decorate baseball jerseys. This is not a baseball jersey. This is a regular t-shirt. It's a Gildan 500. But I'm going to show you how to do regular t-shirts, the 2-button and the full button baseball jerseys. And I'm going to show you a couple of tricks, or actually it's just going to be one trick on how to get those done. Okay, so let me turn this camera down and show you on the heat press how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do 2 shirts where there's no button, just regular t-shirts, one with a 2-button, and then I'm gonna make a bunch of them with the 2-button, with a full button, but I'm only gonna show you how to make one. And if you wanna see, let me turn the camera down so you can see. Okay, so this is a regular t-shirt. This is a Gildan 500, and you're gonna want to have about medium pressure. And what I'm doing right now is I just pressed it to release the moisture. We're gonna grab our logo, place it exactly where we want it. And you can use a T-square. I don't use them anymore. So if you want to find the center, I'll show you a couple of tricks. Let me remove that. You guys already seen this done just about anywhere where you get the ends of the collar and the ends of the shoulders together. You don't have to put it in the press. Just by folding it together and rubbing it with your hands, that's good enough to create an actual crease. And I will show you. See that? It already has a crease in there. Or you can do it by folding the t-shirt in half and then pressing it, and that will form a crease. That way you will find your center. Again, I can see my center right there. Then grab your logo, put the ends of the logo together. You'll see, put the ends of it, hold it, and bend the carrier sheet to create a crease. And now you have, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there. Have a crease on top and a crease on the bottom. All we gotta do is line up that crease or those creases to the shirt. In this case, the logo is slanted a little bit, so I cannot follow that rule. So anyways, place your logo where you want it, and this one's gonna be a number 2. We're gonna put our number right there. Press it for 15 seconds. There you go. Flip it over. And again, if you want to find your center, you can either press it or do it by hand or with your hand. I'm used to working without it, so just place it and press it. And then these are pure cold, so I'm gonna have to put them aside. I'll put it right there. Here's the second one. This is the one that the customer brought me. So see how it's all wrinkled up? So you press it to get the wrinkles and the excess moisture out. Place your artwork, your number. And now this one should be cool. This one should be cool enough to where we can peel the numbers out, or the carrier. There you go. So this is a regular Gildan 500. There we go. Let's flip this one over. Put a number 3 on it. That's it. Just then put it aside so it'll cool down. This is where the tricky part is. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you on that one. I was going to flip it around so you have that color over here. That way you don't... That way your collar doesn't penetrate. You see that? So you don't see the color on the back side. I forgot. And I was gonna do that, but let me show you real quick. So if you don't want the collar, to show through. So you put the shirt on this side and you bring it to where the collar is off the pallet. That way when you press it, you won't get that. But it's a little too late for that one. So just in case if you guys are wondering what vinyl am I using, I'm using Stahl's vinyl. I'm using Stahl's fashion film. Okay, so this one right here has buttons. It has 2 buttons right there, if you can see them right there. So normally on this one, your heat blank will actually burn or break the buttons. So what you want to do, this is where the little tricks comes in. No, don't close it. So release the pressure. Let's see if you can see it. So in order to not mess with the buttons, release the pressure on your press. And this time we're going to use a foam. And the reason why I'm using this and not a pillow, this one is a lot easier to find. You can go to any fabric store or even Walmart and find this. Very easy to find. So now our shirt, when you go to press it, your buttons will sink in because of the foam. All I gotta do is just check, make sure that I don't have too much pressure, and it looks like I do. There we go. Okay, so now we can put our design, which is the same one, but right there. And this one is number 9, like that. And again, you're gonna have to compensate for the foam, so you're gonna release the pressure so it's not too tight or too tight or too much pressure, depending on your press. So depending on the press that you're using, you're gonna have to adjust the pressure. You always want to have about medium pressure. So that's done. And now we flip it over and watch. See, you can't even see the impression of the let me get it closer. See, the bonds didn't even transfer. And the main thing is that you don't want to burn them. So by using a piece of foam, again, a lot of you or some of you are going to say, well, why don't you just use a pillow? I'm showing you how to do it without a pillow, because the pillows, not only they're not that easy to find, they're quite expensive. So a pillow is going to cost you about a little over $20 for a pillow, and this foam is going to cost about $5. So if you have a pillow, then perfect, you can use a pillow. But if you don't, you can use that foam. And that's it. That's how you customize this type of jersey with the 2 button. So we're going to put that one aside. And now we're going to use a full button jersey. Same deal. Let me put this button back up. So same thing. You know, your buttons, you're going to have to undo the first 3 buttons. So the top one, second, and third. So you undo those 3 buttons. And then watch. So this one's going to be a little different because we have a full button. Our artwork will have to be cut in 2. And this one right here, you actually cut it in your software. So you gotta split it over there in your software so it ends up nice and neat. So when the shirt it's put together, it'll look right. So it's gonna be kind of hard for you to see. This is the shirt, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this one real close to the edge and the other one, but before we do that, I like to separate the shirt just a little bit. And you already know that it ends up on the seam, so separate it a little bit. You don't have to take the shirt, the jersey completely apart. Let's bring it in and then put the other one. It helps if you press it. You see I'm off a little bit right there, so I'm going to bring it back. Okay, so the reason why I bring the shirt the reason why I bring it back is because there's a big, this seam right here is really thick. So I want to put enough pressure so it actually, the bottom of it adheres to the shirt. And then press it for the 12 or 15 seconds, whatever you guys are used to doing it. I would recommend on this one's do the full 15 seconds, and if you can do 20, and go ahead and do 20 seconds. So there you go. I can't pull it because it's this one is actually a cold peel. But you know what I forgot? I forgot to do the numbers. So this one we're gonna start with number 13. I forgot to put the number on it, but it's okay. We can always go back. And this one, I cut the stars separate. So I'm gonna put the star right there. And we're gonna have to repress this one. So there you go. Now your jersey has a number, has the logo, the little star, and now I gotta flip it over. So like for example on this one's, I still leave it unbuttoned. Then bring my number. You know, I leave it unbuttoned and then just place the number in the back. Again, I don't use a T-square. I've been doing this for so long that I'm already used to doing it like this. And then just put your number, and again you still got the buttons and the seams. I don't undo the shirt completely. It's better if you undo it and then just lay it on top, but with the foam it saves a lot of time. And then just press it. That's it. So now on this one, the jerseys that are full button, they're getting a sponsor. Okay, so another thing you can do when you do this foam, if you see I have a blanket on the bottom of my press, and I also have a thinner foam right here. And again, you can find this one at any store that sells fabric. Just put it underneath your blanket and it's always going to be there. But if you want, you can also take this one and put it underneath the blanket. That way it's always there. Like I was saying on this one, let me peel this back. It's cool now to where I can peel it back. Let me put the buttons back up so you can see the finished product. Flip it over, take this number out. There's the number, and there's the front of the jersey. So when you're wearing it, it's all gonna come together. So on this one I gotta press the sleeve, and this is where the foam comes in. This is what the foam is very handy. So that's the logo. This is the sponsor. Press it, especially if you have to heat press the sleeves of that foam trick. It's perfect, because that way you don't get any seams. You don't have any, like for example, for those of you that actually done printing over on top of a seam, you know how it doesn't stick right. This way you won't have that problem. I won't peel it just yet because it's hot, and again this one is pure cold. Sorry, at the beginning I said I was using Stahl's fashion film. It's not fashion film. The fashion film you can actually peel it hot. I'm using the another one. It's still Stahl's, but I can't remember the model number. So I'm gonna peel it. Hopefully it won't come off, because there you go. So, and you won't have any hot spots. See? So, because it went over those seams. It was going over the seams, and see, with the foam you don't have none of that. So that's it. That's a finished jersey. This is a full button. You can see with the foam trick you can do the buttons with no problem, and if you have any seams, again, no problem whatsoever. There's your number. Again, the number was the trickiest one, because you have those big old seams from the front and the buttons, and you can see the button or the number is perfectly. So or it's perfectly on the shirt. So that's it, guys. I hope this video was short enough. I'm gonna try to make more videos that are short and not that long. I gotta do all those numbers right there. It's about 13 more jerseys. No, it's actually 11 more. 11 more jerseys. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now and ding the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions. Either send me an email, like a lot of you actually have. Send me an email, or you can also place your questions on the comments below. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.